Hi, today we're going to see how to remove the background from complex objects in GIMP. I'm going to use this image here of tree. You can use this method for trees or for hairs, anything that has a good contrast. So you must have very good contrast between the foreground and background. So our background is the sky here, and the foreground is our tree here and the grass here, the land. So first of all, the image here is quite big. It's 3700 by 2600, sorry, so I'm going to scale it down. So go to image, and then here scale image, and here as you can see chain icon here is linked. So for example, you can make calculations here. So I'm going to type the backslash and then 2 to divide both the width and the height by 2, and then press enter. So here it is, and now click on scale. So here it is, press plus on your keyboard to zoom in, and now I'm going to duplicate this layer. So click on this icon. And now I'm going to desaturate this new layer we created, the top layer. So go to colors, saturation. So I'm going to move the saturation window to the left, and now I'm just going to bring down the scale slider all the way down, and then press OK. So as you can see, tree here is darkened here. So we are going to use a layer mask. So before that, we're going to darken the black pixels and whiten the white pixels here. So go to colors and then curves. So now I'm going to play with these two sliders here. This is for the highlight and this is for the shadows. So now I'm going to darken the dark pixels. So here like this. So here it is. And now I'm going to whiten the image here. So here. And now if I click on the GIMP window and then press the plus key to click the preview, you can see the before and after to see if we selected most of the tree here. So here I think it's okay here, press OK. And now press minus on your keyboard to zoom out. And now I'm going to paint with black here at spots I want to keep. So select the paintbrush tool. I'm going to increase the hardness and force. And now make sure you're on the black and white layer and then just paint here. And now we're going to invert the colors here of this layer. We're going to turn the tree here and the ground to white and the sky to black. Since on layer mask the black represents transparency and the white opacity, we're going to use a layer mask on this one to select the tree here and the ground with the white color and hide everything else or mask everything else with the black color. So now select the top one and then go to colors and then invert. So here it is, and now I'm going to hide this one here. So I'm going to duplicate this one here to have reference here to see the before and after. So duplicate it. Now I'm going to add layer mask to it. So right click, add layer mask, and then check the white or full opacity layer mask and then add. So on a layer mask, the white represents opacity and the black transparency. So now I'm going to select the black and white layer, this one here, Control C. Copy, as you can see, copied layers to the clipboard, or just go to edit and copy. Here it's Control C. You can see the shortcuts here. And now I'm going to hide the black and white layer. Select the layer mask. Make sure to select the layer mask. If you select the image layer, as you can see, there is a white outline. Select the layer mask and then Control V to paste. So here you can see anything. I'm going to hide bottom layer. So here it is. And now it's floating selection, so click on this icon here to anchor it on the mask. So here it is, and now just right click, apply layer mask. So here it is, and now we don't need the black and white layer, so just delete it. Click on this icon, the X icon, and now I'm going to press plus key on my keyboard to zoom in. So let's show the previous layer. So here it is. So here it is, and now as you can see, there are some parts here that are grayed out. So if I press plus key, so here it is. You can, for example, add color to them. Click on this icon here to create a new layer. Click on it. Make sure it's filled with transparency and then press OK. And now I'm going to press plus key on my keyboard to zoom in. Select the paintbrush tool. So we're still on the paintbrush tool. I'm going to decrease the hardness and force. And now I'm going to keep the control key down here to be able to select the color here from the layer with the paintbrush tool. Let's say I'm going to select this color here, left click, so here it is. Or for example, this one, so it changes the foreground color. So I'm going to select this one, and now select this one, right click, select the tree layer, this one here, right click on it, make selection from it, alpha to selection, and now select the transparent layer, and now I'm just going to paint. So here it looks ugly, of course. So we're going to play with the layer modes. So now if I change the layer mode here to overlay, then you can still play with the opacity. So here it is. And now I'm going to add here. So now I'm going to remove the selection. So go to select, none. So here it is. And now let's check the before and after. So I'm just going to hide the transparent layer. So here it is. It's much better here. And now I'm going to merge down these two layers. So click on this icon, press minus key on your keyboard to zoom out. And now I'm just going to bring an image here to replace the sky here from the original one, from this one. So you can see the before and after. So I'm going to hide it. I'm going to bring this image here of a road. Now let's convert it. So here, as you can see, it's covering the tree layer. So I'm just going to place it down. So here, and now press minus key on your keyboard to zoom out. And now select the move tool, make sure you're on the road layer. So here it's quite big. This road layer is quite big. So if I select the scale tool to check the layer size, left click. So here it's 5,500 and 3,700, sorry. I'll click on the X icon. So here I wanted just the sky here to replace the sky, right click, layer to image size to put the layer to the image size. So now if I left click here with the scale tool here, so as you can see, it changed the size. It's cropped everything else to the image size. So here it is, and now press minus key on your keyboard. And now select the top one, right click, new from visible. So let's see the before and after. So here it is. So I think that's it. That's how you can remove complex backgrounds in GIMP. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and till next time.